Now that the countertop is all sanded, it's smooth, it's vacuumed, it's relatively clean, we need to clean it with mineral spirits. When we do that, we're going to get a sneak peek at what it's going to look like with our clear finish on it. And I know Stephanie really wants to look at this, so if you get a shot of the wall, she's probably looking at the countertop and not looking through the camera, like she should be doing. Yes, I'm calling you out.
We gave it a day or so to let the dust settle down, and now it's time to epoxy the countertops. I'm going to go through underneath, and I'm going to tape all of the seams so it doesn't run down the side of the cabinet, because that would be really unfortunate. It'd make me sad. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll be ready to epoxy. Okay, so we've got all the edges taped, and now we're going to wipe it down with mineral spirits, and then mix our epoxy.
We are using the West Systems epoxy again for coating our countertop surfaces. 105 resin and the 207 clear hardener. The last one that we had was kind of old and I think it was starting to turn amber, so we got a new bottle of the clear, and then we're going to spread it with the, you don't have to use a West Systems spreader, but any kind of notch spreader, but this first one we're going to use the smooth side. Oh, and we're not mixing it with the drill. We're using a stir stick to try to get as few bubbles as possible. After we put that first skim coat on, we sanded it back down flat, and then now we're going to do a flood coat, and this is the coat that actually you're going to see is going to look good. But before, with just the skim coat, it dripped off onto the lower cabinet, so now I've got this piece of wood that I'm going to tape down, and we're going to pour this in 2 sections this time. The first one will be the bar top, and then when this is nice and tacky and I know it's not going to drip, we'll go back and pour a flood coat on this lower cabinet. But just like before, we got to clean it up with mineral spirits before we pour. The first time we did the skim coat, I used the flat side. This time I'm going to use the small tooth so that it lays down really flat. You don't have to use a West Systems one, it's just, this was $2 and we were buying the epoxy anyway. And this time I need to go quite a bit slower because this is our finish coat And I want as little air bubbles as possible.
Gonna try to put it on nice and thick if I can. Not like last time where it was just trying to get some on there.
Gotta pop those bubbles real quick too.
Yeah. We're gonna come back with a heat gun or a torch, something hot. Pop those bubbles because we got lots of them.
We kind of messed up a little bit, and when we mounted our undermount sink with that silicone, we got a little bit onto our wood. And so when we put those layers of epoxy, it kind of rolled over the silicone and hardened, but didn't actually bond to the wood, so it was kind of just flaking off. So we sanded all the epoxy, and hopefully we got all the silicone as well down and out of here. But in doing so, we lost our edge. So now I'm gonna put another chamfer all the way around just to clean it up. It's set at the same spot as the outside and as we did it before. We just need to reestablish that, and then we can do another coat of epoxy. And then this whole countertop should be sealed and ready to go. I kind of want to set it deeper. Why not? Make it more defined. It'll look more like it's shoveling everything into the sink.
Sure. Not too deep though.
Yeah, I like that. I like that better. Okay, so we decided to make it bigger.
Our faucet came in today. So now we have to install this, we need to make a hole in the countertop. But we just repainted the inside of this because we just fixed it and it's still wet, so we kind of gave it a little barricade. But yeah, let's get to it.
You sure you want it right there?
Get this side of the sink's wet. Oh, so nice and fancy.
That's where you want it?
That's very nice.
Just like this?
Yes. We'll leave a link in the description for this faucet. It's I believe it's a fairly new company. They haven't been on Amazon for very long, but they're on Amazon now, so. And we'll let you know how we think about it in later videos.
All right, so there's 4 lines coming out of these sinks when you put these undermount sinks in. Not the undermount sinks. When you put it in a faucet, there's 4 lines coming out. 2 of them are labeled hot and cold. Don't worry about those. And the other 2 are the feed for the faucet. So the hot and cold water has to come up to the handle, and then it needs to come back down and then back up so that it can spray out, and you have a extendable sprayer. So you take one side that has one side that'll fit a weight, the other side won't fit the weight. So you take that side that it will fit, slide it on, and then now you've got a weight and a stopper. And this has a gasket on it. Normally you would do some sort of pipe thread sealant or Teflon tape, but since this has a gasket, just make sure it's nice and snug. Do I have 2 crescent wrenches? No, but I need another one. No. This is overkill, but it will work.
Oh,
It would have been quicker to just go in the house and grab it.
I know, at this point.
But I've already started, so can't turn back now. And that's gonna swing as we go down the road. Yep. We'll have to maybe we'll pad this wall or something if it bothers us too much.
Can I reach out the window?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
And it just goes back up there. Like it.
Very nice.